Welcome back to my channel, and this is part 5 of practical problems in respect of CMA final group 4 paper 18. Okay, next is Mr. Raj, being a owner of shop, is a registered person under GST. He has decided to close the business. At the time of deregistration, he has closing stock of rupees 15 lakhs. So he is a closing stock of 15 lakhs. Mr. Raj's final GST return will show his supplies made during the last taxable period plus stock in hand of rupees 15 lakhs. During the deregistration, find the amount of supply. Okay. Is it supply of goods or services? Yes, the amount of supply would be is 15 lakhs. Okay. Why? Because he has got a stock. Suppose because he is going to discontinue the business. So that is why he has to pay the GST on 15 lakhs. However, if ITC input tax credit is not availed on 15 lakhs worth of stock, then no GST is to be paid by Mr. Raj. Next one, renting of vacant land to a stud farm for rupees 1,50,000. Is it a supply of service? Will GST be available, applicable or leavable? Yes, renting of vacant land is a supply of service, and second answer would be GST will be leavable. Yes, GST will be applicable. Next, leasing of vacant land to a poultry farm for rupees 76,000. Is it supply of service? Yes, it is supply of service. However, the answer number one is it supply of service? Yes, it is supply of service. However, GST is not applicable as poultry farm is considered as a agricultural activity and it is specifically exempted from GST. So no GST is payable though there is a supply of service. Next is a builder has entered into agreement to sell a flat. Okay, carpet area 1900 square feet to customer. The additional information is as follows. Price of flat including apportioned value of cost of land 42 lakhs, includes prime location charges, namely charges for getting sea view rupees 2 lakhs, charges for providing space for covered parking 1,25,000. The builder received part payment before construction was completed. So payment was received before construction was completed, that is part payment, and balance amount was received after obtaining completion certificate from the corporation. Please note that in case of flat or building, the GST is not applicable. GST is not applicable if the amount is received after obtaining completion certificate. Okay, so that will be not chargeable to GST. However, GST will be applicable if even part payment is received before obtaining completion certificate. So in this problem, the builder has received part payment before construction was completed, or even before receiving the completion certificate. So GST would be applicable on the entire amount, whether received before obtaining completion certificate and the balance amount received after obtaining completion certificate. So in this case, the value of flat is 42 lakhs, and that is including sea view for 2 lakhs. Yes, whatever the charges are received as a cost towards flat, like sea view, garden view, or for height, for floor rise, whatever the name is given, whatever the amount is received towards flat cost will be subjected to a GST, provided either full amount or part amount received before obtaining completion certificate, okay, or before construction was completed. And charges for providing space for covered parking, the covered parking charges also will be subjected to GST. So total amount for GST will be 42 plus 1.25 lakhs, and that will be 6% SGST. So total comes 259,500, and 42 lakhs plus 1,25,000, that is again SGST or CGST, is 2,59,500. So this amount 6% CGST, this is SGST. So total amount would be 5,90,000. Next is Messrs ABC Limited provides the following relating to information technology software. Compute the value of taxable service and GST liability. Rate of CGST is 9% and SGST is also 9%. Development and design of information technology software rupees 15 lakhs. Sale of pre-packaged software which is put on media 52 lakhs. Please note that in case of software, all the charges and will be treated as a towards supply of service. So first is that it is supply of service, and all the charges, that is 15 lakhs plus 52 lakhs, total 67 lakhs will be chargeable to tax, and the CGST is 9% and SGST 9%. So amount would be 6.03 lakhs and 6.03 lakhs. Okay, so 12.06 lakhs is total GST liability in this case. Okay, next one. Messrs X Limited paid penalty under section 49 of the CGST Act 2017 rupees 2 lakh to the department in the month of October 2018. Is it taxable under GST. Please note that no penalty, any penalty paid, okay, any penalty or fine, or penalty paid to the government authority is not a service, and hence no GST is applicable. It is also not covered under that the charges are, the fine or penalties are not recovered for tolerating non-performance of a contract. S Private Limited was awarded a contract in July 2017 for providing flooring and wall tiling services in respect of a building located in Delhi by N Limited. Okay, so contract was awarded in July 2017 and GST is applicable from 1st July 2017. So GST would be applicable even if contractor would have awarded before implementation of GST, but the contract is executed after 1st of July 2017, even then GST would be applicable. So in this case GST would be applicable. Next, as per the terms of contract, S Private Limited was to provide all the required material for execution of the contract. So it is treated as a works contract. So there is an element of material plus service. So entire works contract is treated as a supply of, service. Okay, and it will be chargeable to GST. However, N Limited also provided a portion of the material. So all the material was supposed to be brought by S Private Limited. However, portion of material is also provided by N Limited. Okay. Whether the services provided by S Private Limited are subject to GST? Yes, it is subject to GST because works contract is treated as a supply of service and it is subject to GST. If yes, determine the GST liability of S Private Limited from the following particulars. Gross amount charged by the S Private Limited is rupees 6 lakhs. So this is amount by charged by S Private Limited is 6 lakhs. Fair market value of the material supplied by N Limited. Please note that in case of works contract, if any material is provided which is supposed to be provided by the contractor, I am repeating, any material or service provided by the recipient is supposed to be provided by the contractor, then it will be, or the notional value or the fair value of the material or service would be added in the taxable value for determination of GST. In this case, the amount of material supplied by the recipient, that is N Limited, is rupees 1 lakh, hence total taxable value will be 7 lakhs. However, amount charged by M for the material included in the one above, that is 60 lakhs. So since he has recovered 60 lakhs, so 60 lakhs would be 60,000 would be deducted. So taxable value will be 6 lakh and 40,000 and GST amount is GST amount would be 6,40,000 into 6%, so it will be 38,400, that is CGST, and 6,40,000 into 6% SGST, that will also be a 38,400. So total GST liability will be 76,800. Again, please note that in case of works contract, it is treated as a supply of service. Number one. Number two, whatever the material or service which contractor is supposed to provide to the recipient, if it is provided by the recipient, then the fair value or notional value will be added in the bill charged by the contractor. In this case, the amount, gross amount is charged is 6 lakhs, and 1 lakh rupees worth of material is provided by the recipient, and against 1 lakh worth of material, rupees 60,000 has been charged by the contractor. So balance is 40,000 will be added in the supply. So 6 lakhs and 40,000 become 6 lakh 40,000. On that, GST amount would be charged. Thanks for watching, and please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel, that is CMA Manish Khera. Thank you very much.